It's about not smoking the shit, I'm hoping it flip. Big time blunts with the Shovanist Pig. I need a sofa to see it. Thoughts of suicide, how when the weed is somebody that I always talk to for a walkthrough. I lose weed, then I lose my mind. I may go ballistic when a nigga not off the line. I seen a fine ass woman, now I'm making a mind.
For you guys. Shit. Can't keep a real nigga down.
All right, welcome to the Shovanist Pigs Podcast, episode 97. 3 more to go, till 100, man.
I know you can get some balloons.
I don't know, I might get some champagne or something, like we did.
Little balloon like the girls wearing shit, and we do like this, like a little, what's that shit called?
I don't know.
They be moving like this.
No,
A
man.
boomerang. Your phone probably ain't got that. Your phone old as hell. You know, boomerang.
That was my phone.
You got a new phone now?
I've been here to do
Oh.
Wait, what you got now?
I've been upgraded.
He can't tell you
Is it current, though? Like,
it's probably a 7.
right. That's they consider the upgrade to
That's the
Drew.
work phone. I got the SE, man.
What does that mean? What is that?
They had the first SE.
No, what's the number?
Nigga, ain't no number. It's the SE.
No, there's always a number.
The year 2020.
2020 SE.
Yes.
I ain't never heard that. Is it you?
Nigga, Google it, goddamn. Shit.
I'm just saying, man. Like I ain't never.
Yeah,
they used to number the SEs. I don't know.
The second generation.
Okay.
They all got numbers though, don't they? I know.
That's what I thought. I know they were different colors at one point.
The regular iPhones with the numbers, and they always drop an SE version like every 6 or 7.
What does that mean?
It's like an in between one. It's kind of like a 7, 8, but it got like all the features of the new ones and shit.
8 SE.
That's called an
Before the
update.
9 come out.
Let's call it update.
Shit like that, yeah.
All right.
They're usually cheaper though.
You can see gifts on your shit though. Like.
Yeah, I saw gifts on the other one.
No, you think
I know you can see no gifts on the 3.
Yes, I did.
On the iPhone 3?
Nigga, I ain't got the 3. I ain't had the 3 since like 06, nigga. Since it dropped.
So who?
Since it
I'm
dropped.
just saying, man.
I would have kept that one though, but I lost that one in the airport.
Why would you have kept the 3? Like
I would have kept it as iPod.
you just found an iPod though. Like
At the time, man. I would have kept it.
Nobody uses an iPod anymore. That's pretty obsolete. Just using
Nowadays,
that old
yeah.
cell phone. When you
I got one like right before they became obsolete, right? And I've been trying to like find a use to just like bring it back because it still got like hella room on it.
Just put it in your car.
I know that's what I was thinking about doing, but I was thinking
That's
about
what I was
finding
doing.
one of them little speakers and just putting it on the speaker and leaving
Just
it.
throwing on the music and shit.
Yeah.
Just throw it, leave it in the car or something.
No, because it had all. I was.
got apps for that though. Just get you a Spotify or a Tidal. Who the fuck is storing music on something?
I guess
You talking about
I
now,
mean,
like,
but
it's
them
currently-
claim you got people that claim, oh, I buy music. So it's like they ain't necessarily utilizing the streaming. You know what I'm saying?
Any music since CDs.
What was the last CD you bought?
I'm still pissed off at that nigga.
Probably 808s and Heartbreaks or some shit like
Damn.
that.
What was your last CD?
I want to say the damn Lupe Lasers.
Shit, what was
Yeah, same fucking yeah.
We right behind each other, yeah, definitely.
Because I had an iPod.
Yeah, we all did. shit.
Yeah, I had an iPod after that. So I didn't have no. Then by that time we just stealing your music and putting it on there.
Damn. I want to say the Dream Love King album probably was the last album I bought.
No, I did. I bought something on iTunes once. I can't remember what I bought.
The last CD.
Like the actual CD, the
Album,
last
no.
CD you
No,
bought.
that's like no. Cause I remember like with Pablo, I had bootleg Cortez's birthday for me.
No, I take that back. I lied. Actually, graduation.
That would be four.
That's still after.
That was iPod era, yeah,
But
but
still after, like I bought 808s and Heartbreaks. I remember having a CD cover and shit like that.
Graduation. I still got that at the crib.
That's about CDs just to play at work because when we was working at Nike Town, you didn't have no
Throw that in
MP3
there,
player,
yeah,
no shit
yeah.
like that.
Raggedy ass.
Yeah, I remember that nigga. Who was that through Vac CD in the garbage? Was it Corbin?
I think it was Corbin. They got mad at all us.
He threw his shit in the trash.
Corbin threw his CD in the garbage, and then somebody else threw his birthday thing in the garbage.
Oh shit! I don't remember that. I remember the CD. I don't remember
The CD was hilarious because the look on his face was just like
He was hurt.
he looked like that nigga on Hustle and flow. Come on now, skinny man. Take this shit tape out your pocket, man. Come on now, skinny man. Hey, they catch us in this bathroom like this. They gonna think we have funny business going on, but you mess.
Oh shit.
Hell no.
I forgot about that shit.
Wow for that shit.
Yeah, because I remember he had that up too like a minute. This was the blazer era, so he had like a blazer on in the picture, and the shirt was all. Was
he rapping on that joint?
Not on that party picture, but he was somewhere though, and it was just like, man, he posted it up, and somebody took his thing because you remember the trash can was right there by that. that board.
I was just thinking about
and they just took this shit and threw it in the garbage. And it was like, oh man, son. So he came up there. Oh shit. And that nigga was just heartbroken, man. That nigga, he didn't say nothing. He just grabbed the
funniest shit was like last year on his birthday, that nigga did a live video. He's like at his crib. He did like a whole concert. He's still rapping like that. Like, boy, this shit was trash.
Oh man. I ain't gonna say it's trash because Vax be watching.
Hey,
I'm a supporter, man. I was a supporter, man.
I can't unedit it, so this is how I believe. This ain't a live video. He ain't going back to listen to that shit.
Right. Had to start doing it. They be like, edit, like Scream Man.
Not even that. How about bad we listen to Bo Money Jones?
I ain't gonna say it's trash. I'm gonna just say it's dated.
It's not for you, huh?
It's dated.
Update that shit.
It sounds like still from the 80s. That's all. But that's his era though.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like all of them, everybody kind of still like raps like their era, like whoever they.
But no, he more like rapping. Like it ain't even like good '80s rap. It ain't like
that's his era.
He ain't that fucking old.
I mean, he did with the Curtis blows and
you know. He did 60.
The rap always evolved, and he seemed to be like always following the fucking music trend. So why wouldn't you?
I get that, but.
He was still talking about Into the Dragon though, like them niggas was living that for real. Like
that time, that was his time.
I like Into the Dragon too, nigga.
I mean, we all do, but still.
He like water. Like, that nigga was that deep in the Bruce Lee analogy.
I don't know, man. I might be done with that nigga Kanye West now. I'm thinking about it.
Why you say that?
Man, I ordered that sweatshirt on January 11th. That shit came yesterday.
The one C-Cent?
No, the actual Kanye, the Gap.
Oh,
the collab joint he did with the Gap. Man, that's the worst sweatshirt I've ever had in my life, bro. It's heavy as hell, which is probably good. Mm-hmm. The hood is small, it's crop topped, and the arms is baggy as hell. You like a bat. Like what the fuck were they thinking? Like,
I never really see people with his clothes on, but I always see it sold out. So I'm just like,
I kind of look at his stuff like, how they say, kids in the suburbs always buy like rap albums. Mm-hmm. I kind of look at it the same way.
I get the shoes. I buy some of the shoes.
I get the shoes too,
but
I didn't even know his shoes was that.
The hoodie is terrible.
I didn't really have no expectations. I mean, Gap is Gap. Like
that's what I'm saying. Gap is nice.
Yeah, like I didn't.
This is Gap. Right. Fitted.
So I was thinking it was gonna be like minimal, like on the maybe just adding some designs to, you know what they make already.
Shit, bro, it's plain. It's a plain black hoodie. The only thing that even indicates that it's Kanye West is the inside tag says YZY, and it was $100. All of them.
Sold out.
Now I gotta sell it to somebody else. Word of one of them niggas, Vic or some shit. One of them niggas is, yeah, this bitch cold. I'm like, nah, that motherfucker is not cold, bro.
Somebody bad though. That's
somebody got a bad on me, but and it came in a brown paper bag, like it's a.
So that's what you asked. Yeah, that was that.
It came in a brown bag, like it ain't had no plastic, no special wrapping. It came in a. I'm going on a field trip brown bag.
Yeah, the minimalist approach.
I'm like, bro, you gave me a brown bag. The shit don't even say your name on it, really. Like, you can't even be, how you gonna be flying there and it look weird? It fit just like a Gordon Gartrell. Big as hell up here, short. Like, what the fuck is this shit, man? Totally. Then the album come out, then there's a crazy part about it. Like, this girl I know I work with, she was working the Donda event at one of the IMAX, and she called me like, hey, do you want to come? They're gonna let me bring some people. I give you some tickets. I was off and everything. I'm in the crib like, I'm good. So, seriously? I'm looking like, yo, I appreciate the gesture, but I listened to that other album one time. I picked it in as trash, never went back to it. I'm sure I wasn't gonna like Donda too, especially if he just keep rapping about Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. It's like it's a little Eminem-ish to me. How Eminem would always pick with Kim and his mother, and that's all the content you got right now. Like even the shit he did with Fabio.
You didn't like that?
Cold. The verse is still talking about Pete Davidson.
Oh, you talking about Fabio single?
Yeah,
That shit hard. Yeah, that shit hard.
Yeah, it's too hard. Too bad we can't listen to it. That shit don't go hard in Chicago. Can't let your windows down with that shit playing. You ain't even from New York.
No, not right now. Shit.
I'm saying when the time do come, you want to hear that shit loud. It's like listening to like New York or like Ja Rule, New York. It's like it's strictly for them niggas.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully Dirk and them niggas come up with some banger or something, similar to that.
Dirk is everywhere.
He is. Dirk a star, like legit.
Everywhere.
I couldn't quote you none of his other shit other than "This Ain't What You Want," but I listen to some of his other stuff. I like that the one Voicing the Hero joint. That was decent. But still, I couldn't quote shit. It ain't for us though.
But if Fabio, you like that? That's how you can say that's not for you. But
it's true. It's true. But I just like that drill sound. What I'm saying.
I think you'll like.
I fucked with Pop Smoke a lot.
It's just certain songs.
Pop Smoke's got a drill.
Yeah.
He was definitely.
He was like the face of drill before he got killed, and then Fabio was like right behind him. Yeah,
New York.
Oh,
in New York drill. Yeah. Fabio was like right behind him when he was still here, and then he got killed, and it was just kind of like, all right, Fabio got the crown now because he killed that Donda, did that verse on that Donda track, and then like you said, he did the song with Alicia Keys and Ye. That New York City joint.
I know they got a video for it. I watched the video the other night.
So I'm like, all right, Fabio, and he was on King Von shit. Folk, King Von got killed. I Am What I Am joint. So I was kind of, all right, Fabio kind of killing shit. He had that song with Nas off First King's Disease.
They had like a sit down with the mayor.
The mayor of New York.
Yeah. It didn't make any sense. I didn't get it.
Because initially he came out. I think you sent that group. I think you did.
If it wasn't me, it probably was C. But
he was trying to. He said he wanted to cancel drill music or some shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck it was. His son sent him all these videos and shit, so he wanted to cancel it.
That's the thing. Like, how do you cancel streaming?
Trying to do the C. Dolores Tucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just got that job. Sit down. So what, man? I know you got some potholes for y'all ass to fix and keep them cops off niggas' ass.
Yeah, but it was like, man, I don't know why. Does Mano do drill music? Because I know they said Mano was there.
He's just a tough guy. He a New York tough guy.
Yeah.
So you need a New York tough guy to walk around with you. Just get Mano. I was like, I didn't understand his reign, his rise of popularity. I was watching some YouTube video that came on something after I was watching something, and how he got on. Like he got out of jail or some shit, and he was hanging with Lil' Kim. Cause I guess they from the same neighborhood.
Yeah. And
she kind of like put him on. But I ain't never liked none of his music either.
I mean,
I know you love High Hater.
I did.
I hated that song.
I like that other song, All the Above. And that's just because it was a Just Blaze track.
You used to always sing that bullshit. I'm like, man.
On some bullshit, I probably did. Because
get the fuck away from
you see me, high hater. On some bullshit, but
I couldn't stand that.
I hated that track. I like the other one though, All the Above. He had T-Pain on it. But I didn't think his trajectory was gonna. Yeah, it was like and then he just kind of was slapping people and taking people chains and shit. Like that's what I didn't understand. It was like, how you cool with Lil' Kim, but you took Lil' C's Jesus Peace chain, and that was supposed to be Biggie chain. So
he took it.
Yeah, that was like when he was on the come up. Like now that was something I used to watch all the time. I used to watch them Smack DVDs and shit. And he was a staple on there. He was always on there.
What were they doing? Like I thought Smack DVD was like freestyles or something.
I mean, you had some freestyles. You had the bootleg videos or whatever, the hood singles. But they basically would just be on the block with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just recording them. Or they'd be at the studio, or they'd be strip club or some shit, whatever. And they'd just be recording them, talking, interviewing them. So he was one of them that was always on there, and it just kind of rose his fame. Because you had what? Cocaine Cowboys, you had Smack DVD, and you had On the Come Up, and it was a bunch of them. But Smack was like the most popular one.
The biggest one, yeah. Makes sense with you now. I forgot about that.
What?
Some of your thoughts and actions in the past.
What you mean?
He was influenced by the music. young lad.
Yeah.
I was influenced by the music.
Just a nigga.
What you got to expound on that?
He's more of a nigga than what he
What I project?
that he projects, yes.
Because he listens to Mano? He was wearing Dickie suits too. He had a whole bad fad going on, I guess.
At that, no, it was all about me. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I wasn't succumbing to nobody's trends or whatever. If I wanted to put on a Dickie suit, I put a Dickie suit on. Didn't care.
Still got the Dickie suit?
No, I ain't wearing no Dickie suit. Yeah.
Zelensky's and shit in Forest City.
Definitely was yeah.
You gonna bring it back?
I thought about it. I said if I ever do but see, my birthday in January, so it's like ain't nobody doing no,
No what? What
dress up type of, you know what I'm saying? How people be doing the 90s parties and all that shit.
You gonna do a West Side party?
Yeah.
West Coast?
West Coast.
Kind of fun.
Everybody being like Dickie suits and shit. Girls had to dress up like.
Damn, they can't get some variety.
Nah, nigga, you should get a different color. You gotta consider your Dickie suit colors to choose from.
Nah, nigga.
So it'd be like, man, you wearing khaki? Okay, I'm gonna wear the brown. I'm gonna wear the green or something.
Nigga, I can't wear the green.
You wear the gray, whatever.
Why can't you wear the green?
Cause nigga, I already heard enough goddamn San Andreas jokes. I can't wear that one or
the other purple one.
Right. I can't wear none of them shits. Can't wear that, man.
Yeah, man. But speaking of Mano, though, like he has a podcast, and then Drew sent something in the group chat the other day. Jim Jones got a podcast, so it kind of sparked off a little conversation with us yesterday. So before we get into our topics, I did want to ask y'all: do y'all feel like the podcast platform is kind of becoming oversaturated with celebrities? Like it's been an influx of them to me in the past 5 years, versus when I very first started like checking out podcasts to now. It just seems like anybody that has some sort of celebrity and got X amount of followers on social media, they're making sure they tap into having a podcast as well.
I just think it's a new way of promoting. Keeping people updated. You ain't got to tweet as much.
I guess it depends on the person too. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it'd be like something about people's personalities I probably just don't like, and I'm not gonna follow you.
Yeah. Some people you just tell by their personality they should be doing that shit. They
Like-
made for that shit.
I don't know why. One intriguing motherfucker to me is Steve Stout. He don't have no podcast, but like if you go into like Apple Podcasts, you just type in Steve Stout, you'll see all the interviews he's done.
He's done,
You
yeah.
know what? This nigga is very.
It's business game.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, man, this nigga's getting money,
He crazy.
and he getting money in the ways that he shouldn't be getting money because
He's crazy.
these artists can do that for themselves, but they just don't.
He is crazy.
And he got some new thing he got with like streaming, where these artists can come to him and he can get you the same deals that the bigger artists are getting. Basically, he just get a percentage of it.
Yeah.
So that's like his new thing, his new business venture is. But like, man, like the nigga's like a marketing genius.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like I've been watching, just like that's what I'm saying. Like this was one thing. Like I found, basically, I was watching like YouTube, and then Steve Stout came up with like the Breakfast Club, and I listened to a little bit of it, and I was like, oh shit, he's kind of like a good listen. So I just went through it and just typed in his name, and like a bunch of shit pops up. Even like he wrote a book like maybe a couple of years ago. He had like a Harvard lecture about the book. So niggas at Harvard talking about this shit. Never went to. The one thing that pissed me off about it was I don't think he's college educated.
What does that matter though?
No, but he was talking about the place, his new business venture. And he was speaking about like when they're doing their hiring practices that they're making whatever your major is, they like that, but they want to know about what your minor is. Like he geared it towards like they're only hiring college graduates. And I'm looking like nobody you hang around or promote or have worked with are usually going to be college graduates for the most part that you're making money off of. I'm sure the people that and we working at Columbia Records, whatever he's working at as executive, yeah, those people probably might be college executives, college graduates, but the random people that you hanging around, the Jay-Z's, the Puff Daddies, these niggas ain't go to school.
That's the point, though. You hire a motherfucker that's smarter than you, pay them their little salary, and they do all the shit for you. That's how these motherfuckers operate.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. Like his hiring practice is where his new company, he's just upstarted. That he's taking a look into what you majored in and what you minor in, and see that your minor is going to also help with what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. See, and I think people like him, it's like, okay, you don't necessarily want. It's more value in him being an interviewee than to be the interviewer.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? But it's
earn your leisure.
Yeah. Like, he's good for that. But some of these people, like, I'm listening, I'm like, I just did a little 10 minutes of the Jim Jones one you sent, and it ain't no shade to Jim. It's just like, you know, you got game to give, but I just don't think you the person to be cultivating that type of conversation. Like, you good for that interview, and you can talk about this shit because, you know, you're in this industry, so you've done, you know, several things within the industry. You know, you've worn several hats. You was directing stuff for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist, obviously. You know, you dabbled in making clothes. So, you know what I'm saying? You've been a reality star. So, it's game you can give as an interviewee. But being a host, though, it's just kind of like, yeah, Charlamagne, you are not.
Well, it takes a while to get there too. You cannot hop out of this. You can't just hop out of this booth and go in there and just spit fire.
That's true,
but like your way into that shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think like with certain people, even when Charlamagne was on the come up though, you could kind of see the potential.
But it's always been his lane. He's never been known for being anything else.
Yeah.
He's a personality. He doesn't do anything else but be a personality.
Yeah. So he's been able to hone that.
Yeah, like I had to cuss out the nigga Twister today, man. You ever read it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
thought you said it in person. Like,
no, like I was flipping through some shit, and this dude I know, he was like, "Oh shit, shout out to Twister." He was on Drink Champs. I was like, "Nigga, I invited this nigga. This nigga don't do it for the city."
I mean, we ain't gonna get him no Drink Champ listeners. Like, yeah.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I was more so like, yo. I put a little package together when I sent it to you. I put Vic in there because I know you know nigga did a song with him.
Right.
I'm just trying to exercise and connect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You read my shit. It said seen.
Yeah.
But you didn't respond. But now you on Jink Chips, nigga? You buying tickets to go out of town? You could have been right here.
Right. Right, no glime, baby. Shame on you, Twister.
I'm gonna give you a week to respond. Then I'm dissing.
Like, yeah, he ain't got the legit ballers no more, so, you know. Y'all good.
You got some shit on this page. You got somebody out here rapping, doing this thing.
Like I said, last time I heard about Twister doing nothing, it was him doing that he had a gun class he was doing.
Yeah, this nigga here shooting guns.
Yeah.
Right, that's
showing people how to do that shit.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, nigga, what you got on doggy?
Alright,
You sure you know in your head, man. You typed it.
I got a couple things. We want to get to some good shit first, or we want to just get into some. We keep it music, or
What you got?
I mean, you brought up the Donda 2. You know what I'm saying? So he obviously didn't put it out on streaming platforms. He put it out on his STEM player. That's $200. So
I thought that was a good idea.
I was gonna ask what y'all thought about that.
I thought that was whack.
Why did you think that?
What the fuck else he gonna do with it once you listen to that one album?
I mean, I think it starts with that, and that's just kind of a way for supply demand to try to make sure you sell. I think he made a post on in Instagram. He said they made about 6,000 units to start, and they still making them. So I guess he was trying to secure that 6,000 units being sold out, and then those people that have access to the album, obviously. I think they also put it out on the website, so you can go on the website and purchase it directly. So it's cutting out the middleman if you're an artist.
But if I have to Bluetooth it and I want to listen to it loud in my house, how do I do that?
You still can do that. It's you know, Bluetooth accessible or whatever. So you can hook it up to your stuff. You know, got a little phone, the little jack for the headphones if you plug headphones in or whatever. But,
Bluetooth.
yeah, but it has those capabilities. Everything I heard from what I heard about it.
$100.
But it's I guess
it's no different than them damn mixtapes. When people was doing $1,000 mixtape, shit, $100 mixtape, $500 mixtape.
Who did that?
Nipsey.
One person.
Currency. The only two I can think of off the top of my head. I think Dom did one, but I don't quite remember.
Who?
Dom might have did one, but I think that was on his come up, and he wasn't really as big. Yeah. Like Currency and Nip had followings where they could kind of, and even the idea of paying $1,000 was
audacity.
It's like, oh, that was your boy though, wasn't it? That was Currency did 1,000.
No, it was Nip.
Didn't Currency do 1,000 too? Nip did. Which one was that? That was 1,000 because he ended up putting it on streaming anyway.
Crenshaw.
The Crenshaw one.
Yeah. No, it was either Crenshaw or Mailbox. It was one of them two.
It was Crenshaw.
I think it was.
I think it was Crenshaw.
It was Crenshaw.
I said whole about like 40 of them.
Yeah. Looked out for him. Which was dope. Yeah. But nah, man. As a fan, I ain't got 1,000 to give you, bro. Like, I don't want to pay 1,000 on the rent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let
I would advise you to pay 1,000 on the rent before you buy a mixtape of a nigga who ain't even spitting.
Man.
But hell, shit, somebody go buy it.
Supply and demand, though, man. These people trying to think creative ways, I guess, to get their money.
But the average music consumer don't got no fucking money like that. I don't understand
That's a super duper fan. Like, as much as I like Nip, at that time, I definitely didn't have a time.
I don't even know who you gotta be for me to spend $1,000. I'm never spending $1,000 on no music.
You ain't go to the On the Run tour, man?
I did. I paid $100 for 2 tickets. And
Where you sit?
in the building.
He said, as long as I was there.
I was there, and I slept through the entire concert. My daughter wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
I literally was woke for DJ Khaled, a little bit he did in the beginning. I passed the fuck out. My daughter woke me up in the middle, and at the end, it's time to go. It was. I don't find concerts of that magnitude, with that large of a crowd, entertaining. Right? It was at Soldier Field.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that was summertime too, wasn't it?
It was summertime. I don't like Beyonce.
Okay, I feel you with that because I don't like them big ass concerts either.
And like it'd been cool if I wasn't with my daughter, and you throw some gear on, you go walk around, look at some hoes. That's what I would have preferred to go do in the building. I'd have paid $50 to go walk around. You can still hear the music throughout the entire stadium. So they ain't dancing. I don't care to see her dance, and he ain't gonna dance. So
right. They get in that one little pocket. He stayed
I don't
there
like
the whole
that
show.
fusion they got. I don't like too many songs they have together.
So if Hov did like his whole catalog,
if he did a concert, I'd go. I'm not spending more than $100 still.
Okay, I know that's your favorite. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'd go, but I'm not spending more than $100.
Anybody dead that you would do that for?
No.
No. Okay. So nobody paid. I'm just asking.
$1,000.
Just asking.
$1,000. You know who you got to be for $1,000? You got to be Stevie motherfucking Wonder.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is that anybody?
He might be it.
Okay.
And he can be by himself. He can't just be like just Stevie. It better be Stevie, Sade,
You want all the niggas,
and a hologram of Luther Vandross, nigga.
I don't know, man. I was willing to pay a little money. I was gonna run it up for that last concert they was talking about, the DJ concert.
I was gonna check.
I was gonna check that out because I had never seen Mike in concert. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna run it up, even if I got a motherfucking swipe the card, like
I wasn't
max the
going up
card.
5. 5 was my max.
Yeah.
5 was the max.
For a Mike concert, I bet you was definitely gonna pay at least 5. You was gonna be all the way back.
That's cool.
But you was there though, like he said, shit.
I guess even the comfortability of it. Like it's not even comfortable to go to sporting events or music events because the whole time you want to continue to have fun and drink, but then you got to go to the bathroom. So you're consistently going past motherfuckers talking about excuse me. They inebriated, they up dancing and shit. It's a shit show. Yeah. You literally got to buy your tickets like it's a fucking airplane ticket. You got to get a windows aisle seat or some shit so you can get up and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with like going to a Bears game. I'm not paying $300 or $400 to sit in the fucking cold.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Or going to a Bulls game and like a basketball game is not that long.
No, not 2 hours.
For the price.
Right.
And it's more entertaining now, especially when your TV can be 75 inches. What the fuck are you going to the game for?
That's the one thing
200 or better shit.
Man, when you even then though, like I miss the commentary. When I do watch sports, I like listening to the commentary, and it's like when you're there live, you ain't getting none of that shit.
Yeah, like you go to the Super Bowl, you can't see it on the commercials.
Yeah. You paying globs of money then.
$8,000.
They might play it in the
stadium. They
stadium.
No commercials in there.
Because they're doing the halftime show.
Yeah, that's true.
You gonna hear Chris Collinsworth, nigga.
That's facts.
It was like even they take a break and they're doing a commercial break, you don't know it's a commercial break. They just huddling till the game start back.
Right.
Like,
it's the same way when they do onto the NCAA tournament. I did that shit the Final Four. I went to the bathroom during commercial break, and like you said, you don't see none of that shit.
Like the best concert I think I've been to was some shit that Kennard was working at an event for. It was Talib Kweli.
He used them low kids concerts.
He was a Talib Kweli concert, sponsored by MGD. Kennard gave me and Jesse some wristbands, so he got unlimited drinks, and he let us in for free. And it was like kind of small.
That'd be the best one.
It was like I can't think about that concert hall, but it kind of like booths almost all around. So we just chilling.
Yeah.
And I know a few Qualib songs that it was a good time. Pharoah Monch was there with him.
I seen Qualib twice. I saw him at the House of Blues. He was opening up for Nas.
Right, we saw that one.
Yeah, we saw that. I think was Q with us.
Yeah.
And then I seen him, I think, one other time. I think he was... I don't think it was Wale. Because when we saw Wale, that was he had LEP Bogus Boys opening for him. I want to say that was Foreign Exchange he opened up for them. Might have been them. And that was up there at the Metro. But I think that was it. But he got a decent little show. Like, he put a little energy into it. And if he played the hits, the Black Star shit and the Reflection Eternal, and then he do the little joints he known for. I think he ends it with Just to Get By. And there you go. They've been talking about that forever. I don't know.
Did you watch that doc? Yeah.
Which doc?
The Kanye doc.
No, I ain't watched the Ye doc yet.
What the fuck you been doing? You can't give up in 2 hours.
I've been watching everything else but that shit.
But
you know what though? Because it was like, yo, man, everybody want to say, oh, I get why he acts like he acts now. Like, shut the hell up. Like, y'all was just chastising and criticizing this man. Like,
did you watch it?
No, yet, no.
So I watched it.
Everybody want to just give him his flowers.
It was just any artist on the come up.
That's what I thought.
Like, he was no different than any artist trying to get on. And then, like, I read an article where some guy who's a Rockefeller executive was like, that part they keep showing him going in there, and he put the tape on. He's like, that was like his 10th time coming there doing that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So that's why they was over it. They're like, yo, we do that.
I heard about that.
I did see that clip. Dude was sitting there irritated as hell. Like, that shit was funny. He just kept coming in there. And Ye was just acting like, you know what I mean, wasn't nobody paying him no attention.
Like, the second episode is a little better because it shows that he's like, basically he's kind of putting College Dropout together by himself. Like, Dame Dash them gave him a deal, but they didn't give him no date for when your shit gonna drop. They ain't put nothing towards your album. Like, he literally did that, all his album, all on his own, amongst himself and, like, his connections through friends and through the music industry of people he's done beats for. That's why you only see, like, the first album is gonna be Consequence, Talib Kweli, Mos Def. Common ain't on the first album.
No, he was on Get Him High.
Yeah, he is.
Was he on Getting High? No, not Get. Is it Getting High? He was on. Yeah, with Talib, right?
Yeah.
Comment on that?
Yeah.
Oh, he must can't. Well, he ain't on the doc. And they show like the car accident footage and shit. All that footage is there.
Mm-hmm.
Going through it, filming through the wire, making a film through the wire video. Like they didn't have no money for the video. They ain't had no money. He showed that he was getting paid. Like he wasn't out in New York broke. He wasn't no starving artist. He was getting paid for all them beats. But nobody was like, they just worked. They could drive around on a G-Wagon.
Never mind, I take that back, man.
I mean, he told the motherfucking Corolla. That whole story he was talking about at the end of that motherfucking College Dropout, talking about his mama to go get a bin from IKEA. Mm-hmm. No, his mama had a condo or some shit downtown. They went to her crib with a rooftop. They walk out. Like, he was doing pretty good. Like, he wasn't like a millionaire, but he wasn't broke.
Okay.
So,
1,000, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, so they show that shit and the accident. And then, like, when they make the Through the Wire video, it's like he had to go to MTV in the middle of the night to get. He was the guy that worked for them that was helping them out. He did all the editing and a lot of the special effects on Through the Wire video. So when they show the pictures on the wall and the pictures start moving, he didn't have the equipment for that. So the guy who did it worked for MTV. Okay. He did it for him. And then he did the listening party. And Dame Dash came. He was kind of like dissing them before Dame Dash came. He humbled himself. When Dash came in the room, he was in there like talking shit, like, yo, I put all this shit together on myself. The record label was not helping me. And then they showed Dame Dash walk in and he see him. And he's like, oh, there go Dame Dash. And then,
yeah, I think that's what that was.
Like, I get it, like, but it still don't make you an asshole. Like, to the day, the shit he does, the antics. That's like, that bitch is probably tired of that shit too. Like, bro, you gotta calm down.
I mean, Kim definitely has that look like, bro, you gotta chill out. Like, and it's like, yeah. They all do that though. Like, I don't get it. But you basically, well, your takeaway is that, yo, this don't justify where he at in 2022. Like,
no, because if you gonna take that, you go to any artist and you're gonna get that same pimp. You go to Jay-Z, They couldn't get a record deal. They had to do their shit on their own. They had to grind from the bottom to get to the top.
Right.
To get anywhere, you gotta grind. Like, unless you a fucking famous person's son or daughter, you gotta do a little work.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you better than everybody else is the fact that you consistently keeping up with doing. It's like, I get it. Like, I get why you made it. I get the leap of faith. Like, I'm gonna leave Chicago. I'm gonna go to New York.
I'm gonna make this shit work.
Yeah, but you had a job. It wasn't like you hit the ground and you were just like, I'm out here.
Right.
Like, you had hella connections through like No ID and them. They was just showing like DMX and how he can get beats to DMX, get this shit for Quali them.
Shit, I feel them Blueprint joints was fire.
Yeah, so they show like they're making like slow jams. Like, that was his song. I don't know how Twisted ended up with the song, but it was his song. It was supposed to have been on College Dropout.
Right. That would have been crazy.
And they showed him like actually sitting with Jimmy Fox and telling him like, yo, sing it like this.
I saw the
Do a little ad lib if you want to, but like this is the lyrics.
I saw Pharrell heard it and how he reacted to it and all that shit.
How did Pharrell react to it?
He said it was so cold. He had to walk out the studio, walk down the hall, came back. Because he was like, I guess the Kanye's reputation was, which I still don't get to this day, is that they kept saying that he was a producer rapper. I never understood. Maybe there's some shit in the music industry that I just don't get. But what the fuck is a producer rapper? Like,
I mean, they kind of build Pharrell in that same way too. Like it was producer rapper, writer Pharrell. There was Pete Rock. Now they kind of did them the same way. I don't think DJ Premier ever tried to rap, but
got a couple here and there.
Anybody, little ad libs, yeah, but like not no hold on verses. But anybody that kind of like was known for their production more so than being an artist, like that's how they kind of build them.
That's like that was like a first for me. Like I understood like the whole Pharrell connection to it, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe even Timbaland, like
Timbaland, another good one, another good example. Tim's bio, like he came out. We knew him from being a producer first, and then now he's stepping in the artist lane. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Havoc then.
Yeah, same thing with Havoc. Yeah.
But I've looked at them also as rappers too.
But I think
not like rapper producer, but like rapper.
Yeah. Because you look at your first look at Havoc wasn't necessarily as a producer; it was as a rapper.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's kind of
because you don't even know back then. You didn't know who the fucking producer was in the '90s. Early.
No, I mean, if you was one of the people that was going and looking through the papers and shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
But your first glimpse is not going to be look through the paper. Your first glimpse is going to be like
first glimpse is what you're seeing. Yeah.
Mobb Deep came out as a rap group, not a producer and a rapper. Every song that Havoc made, every song that Prodigy's on, Havoc is on.
Yeah,
right.
It's not like Prodigy's had a bunch of songs and you come on occasionally. Kind of like Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Right.
A lot of that was like CL Smooth and Pete Rock is here and there.
Yeah. Well, that was more CL Smooth though, right? Like it was. I mean, you got some Pete Rock as far as on the mic, but it was mainly just CL Smooth on the mic, right? I ain't listened to Pete Rock, CL Smooth so long. So. Pete Rock, one of my favorite.
Pete Rock was a producer. He was more sort of.
I always took him more as a producer. Yeah.
Then he was the. He was suing Nas recently over that shit.
Oh damn, for real.
Over Illmatic or one of them albums he did on like he never got paid for that shit.
Oh, you gotta go to Search, man. That ain't Nas. Searchlight Publishing, you know what I'm saying?
Even that was a good scene too when I'm under Doc. They showed up when he was he asked Jay Key be on Blueprint too. So that song that he's on, the girls come in, rock star, neighborhood cock star. And he showed like he in the studio, he's trying to get it down, and Guru and Jay-Z is telling him like how to say it.
Yeah. Like,
when you get towards the end, you lose the energy. You can't make him go back in the booth. Like you gotta go back. You gotta go back.
And they didn't even put him on there either. They didn't say featuring Kanye West.
They did on there? On the bounce?
On the bounce, nope.
I don't remember him.
He did not say who it was.
He's on the bounce.
It was just, who it was.
I know the song, but I don't
if you listen to his mixtape.
Neighborhood call me the rock star. Girls call me cock star.
Yeah.
Neighborhood pop star.
That voice, you knew who it was, but they didn't have him build on it.
Man even said, you're a monster. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Let's see
to
how
be
they change.
down, you must appeal. To the crew, we're rated R. OG, Bobby Johnson squad.
I used to just get this.
Say, Ray, is that your car? I saw MTV, I know who you are. I heard Takeover, do you got beef or not? Did Takeover.
Now it says featuring Kanye West. But you go back and look at the old shit, they did not have his name
I
on
left
it.
work to go buy that album. I was working at Mount Prospect. I had to Google where the mall was to go to Coconuts.
Disappointment was real.
I was just
I
about
like the Blueprint too.
Hell no.
It wasn't bad.
The Blueprint 2 is so good.
You gotta condense it though.
That's what it is.
One set the bar just way too high for like.
If you do the process of elimination,
You take a lot of songs.
you take some
out.
songs off.
Yeah.
But you know about that.
You do that with every double disc album though.
All double in there, all double discs is majority trash.
13,
but no,
13 songs, right?
If you
13 songs
slip
typically on
them
CD.
down,
So if you take the Blueprint 2, you break out Soldier Story, keep that on there. The intro is all a dream. That shit with so many holes in here.
Yeah, that was my shit.
Show you how to do this, son.
What was the Nas disc?
OVA.
That was decent. Like, yeah, that album was. Well, that's on. What's that shit he had with All Around the World with us?
Snoop and old girl, I can't think of her name.
No, you talking about that's even another joint. That's you talking about the Watcher with Dr. Dre and.
No, I'm talking about them. All Around the World. That was Snoop's artist. That the chick that was singing.
Oh, that was Jaguar Wright.
That was a Jaguar? I don't think that was her.
That was Jaguar Wright, I believe. Just look at the album.
Let me look at the album again.
That was like that song and the shit. The Watchmen with Rakim.
I remember that.
Latoya something. It wasn't Latoya Luckett from Destiny Child.
Blueprint 2 was decent. You guys just got to take out some of the wax songs.
If you slim it.
That shit was cold.
And it kind of had that same vibe to it.
I think did Dre do that too?
Nah, that might be Just. That's Just on the chords. I know that just because Just Blaze is one of my favorite.
But the Blueprint 2 was actually a good album.
I was expecting an expansion on the soul, or continuance rather.
I thought
of what he did.
That song right there was kind of a continuation.
Yeah, you had bits and pieces.
That shit, that war song was called with Pharrell singing on the hook.
Oh, yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Blueprint 2 was cold, man.
He
was just above himself and he didn't promote it right.
Shit, my shit was Somehow, Some Way. You cannot mess with Face and fucking Beanie Siegel. I swear. I was looking forward to that album so hard.
Me too.
Mac and Brad.
Me too.
Scarface was on the Kanye doc because he was supposed to be on Family Business and another song. But he was at the studio. He was sitting there writing to it.
Jesus Walks.
Yeah, Jesus Walks, and he left. I guess he had something to do. He couldn't get back, so he never laid the verses down for it.
Wow.
I would have liked to hear that.
He could. I can hear Face on Family Business. I don't know how he would have sounded on Jesus Walks.
I would have liked to hear that. I would have liked to hear that.
Maybe the hook. Maybe he was saying a sermon or some shit. I could maybe something like that. Not like a full on verse.
I would have liked to hear that.
In this day and age, though, shit, we can get a remix. Let's go ahead and put Scarface on it now in 2022. See how it's saying.
You gonna sound them? I be hating them. What's the name? Them how Bud every time about niggas be re-record their album.
No, not like that. I'm talking about them actually.
I love when
I'm talking about them actually in the studio, like actually redoing this shit.
You can't re-record your album, man. That shit, whatever you.
That shit is funny.
That shit be
But they be tweaking these albums like I went back to Forest Hill Drive, maybe last week.
I love that album.
That album was cold to me.
That was cold to me.
It was nice, but.
And I was listening, and he didn't tweak. It's a certain like sounds and shit. Like you hearing it, it sounds a lot cleaner. It's like that's all Ye do is he go back and he tweak shit.
What sound system are you using too though? Because that shit matters. Speakers.
I mean, shit. My Beats headphones.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
You go up in the speaker, you would know.
I'm mad when I couldn't make it to the concert.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to that concert. I had to give my daughter.
Forest Hill?
My sister.
Yeah. When it was at
It was outside somewhere.
Yeah. I went to that shit. That shit was cold. It was cold.
That was the one at Tinley, right?
Yeah. It was a T.I., I think 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne concert I went to out there. I missed everybody but Lil Wayne. We was out there in the fucking traffic. The police was being bitches.
It's always like that when you go out there. I think I was trying to I had tickets to that one too. I didn't get in. I couldn't get in the
I literally got there right before Lil Wayne came on because Essence was there. I saw Essence because I seen her when I went to the J. Cole concert, and I saw her there. She was there both of them times.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that video no more.
I stopped going.
Yeah, I haven't been since because every time it's like you gotta make that an all day event.
You gotta get that about 2-3 hours.
You buy your booking tickets?
Huh? Not yet.
What you waiting on, man?
I'm gonna get them, bro. I've been running around.
Huh? You gonna be solo?
I don't even think they travel solo. So I'm sure if you get one of them, you'll get all of them.
Conway left them.
Huh?
He left Griselda.
When this happened?
This week.
Ain't his album coming out this week?
That nigga left Griselda and Shady.
What is up with Conway?
Told you, man.
Conway, come on, man. Come on to Shovanist Pigs, man. Get holler at
Why he leave? You see, I told you, like you knew some inside information.
Nah, man. Shit, I knew he was leaving, though. You can tell.
Why, though?
Nigga, you over here shining like this, and I'm just looking like...
That's some ego shit. Conway, everybody refers to Conway as probably the best Griselda member it is.
But that's how it's twisted mouth.
That's Conway.
That's Conway.
That's Conway. I think Conway the best, to me personally. Like, I know Benny is the one that caught everybody probably initially, but nah, you go listen to what the fuck Conway saying. That nigga cold.
That's what I've been saying for the
longest. That nigga's cold.
I've been saying that for the longest.
Damn, I did not know that nigga left Griselda. Okay. Yeah. He needs to leave Shady, though. Ain't shit going on with Shady. Like, I wouldn't have signed there to begin with. Like, y'all was...
From where he started to where he at now?
Yeah, like...
But they didn't really need that.
They didn't need that. If you wanted a major label look, and you just wanted that bag, I get it, but...
So they're signing Shady?
As a group?
As a group, they were signing Shady.
He had a solo deal with them, too.
With Shady?
Yeah.
Conway?
Yeah.
So is he still with Shady?
No, he left them, too.
Deal up?
Yeah.
Oh.
I fuck with Conway.
You know, I do shit.
It's just a weird situation. Like, you don't hear that name anymore, like Shady Records. Like,
I know, yeah.
Because these labels, that shit is...
Unless you were like QC or...
That's what it morphed to. QC.
What's the other one?
300.
But you can't really be with those type of... You can't be...
You don't have the crews anymore.
You can't have the artists...
And got it.
Record.
Yeah, that's the other one I was trying to think of. CMG? That's what this shit called?
Shit like that. Yeah, I can't think of the name right now. But something like that.
Gotti got some hitters though, like that. I don't know ESTG and them niggas like that yet, but he got 42 Doug, he got ESTG, he got Moneybag Yo, then it's him and it's
He's Gunna? Is Gunna with them?
I think so.
Is Gunna with them? No, Gunna QC, and then Black Youngster. That's who with CMG. That's what Gotti. The Gotti album was hard too. I did listen to it. I didn't know. I thought niggas was just hyping it up. Like, nah, this shit was decent.
He usually don't fuck around when it comes to cocaine.
I can't get past this fucking headline. He looks too fucking old to be a rapper.
But you can tell I always knew he's trying to be a Southern Jay-Z. Like
and he got that connect now, like him and Hov. Like he got the Rockefeller chain now.
You can tell that was always his goal. That's why I fucked with him. Like you can
tell.
Yeah. I ain't heard him yet. Only thing I've ever heard from Yo Gotti is whatever he puts out on like the radio.
And it took him forever to get on the radio, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did that Fast Star Chick. I think that was probably the first time he got on the radio.
He did DMs, ain't that him?
Yeah. He got, and that was his first like radio hit. Like when he did that shit, and that's because he said he got in Angela Simmons DM. That's a good DM to get into.
You can get in any DM. You get any results from it.
Right. That shit gonna say sing and that's it, or you gonna get the response.
Twister, what the fuck,
man. I got seen on a couple. I got some response on a few of them. I know, but not on the Angela Simmons level though. Like this chick was an actress though.
Amateur actress?
No, she was an actress. She was on the Purge TV show.
Better than Angela Simmons' status. I don't understand her status.
Well, I ain't really seen that shit else since. Like at least
what the fuck is Angela Simmons on other than damn Run's house and Instagram?
And she had Daddy's Little Girls, and she's on that Growing Up Hip Hop show.
That shit trash. You watch that shit?
I ain't never watched it. I just know she's on it.
We watching Housewives sometimes. That's what me be watching. Watching Housewives here and there.
It's hard. Like,
kept up with that Tommy shit yet? Y'all heard that Force is trash?
No, Force is not trash.
It's just building up because Tariq started off slow.
Tariq's, yeah.
He started off slow.
It's character building. Since that very first episode was, I didn't really care for it. But now we kind of like seeing who the players are gonna be, how things are gonna kind of play out. You know what I'm saying? Between the brothers, the CMI guys, with where Tommy fit in on it.
How many episodes is it into now? 3?
We only in 3. We're going to I think 4. No, 4 be this Sunday coming.
I thought it was 4 or 5.
No, it's only been 3. It's only been 3. What y'all think of Jeremiah playing in that shit?
I haven't seen. I've seen like the first episode.
Been enough about shit. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was gonna let it build up because I'm off Sunday.
You playing it smart.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do Sunday, so I'm just like, yo.
That's the only thing I've been watching.
I like to get a few episodes in, you know. Yeah. I can't watch TV at night anymore. I'm too old. I go to sleep. Deadass. I was watching, like, last night I watched the same shit over, too. I'm gonna I could watch Rocky every day. But,
the movie?
I watched The Mannings on Disney Network, Disney Channel, Disney Plus, The Mannings. It was just like a documentary about like Manning guys, I guess. It didn't go into their NFL careers. It just stopped. It started from like when they were kids. Mm-hmm. When Archie was a kid to Eli going to the pros almost.
Okay.
It was pretty good though.
They got another one.
I didn't even know they had it.
He cold.
Okay.
That's called tanking.
That motherfucker coming.
Whenever I will be on my map doing like 2-3 years. He's eligible this year to come out.
We need to get.
I'm tanking.
That motherfucker going to be nice. No, he coming.
You ain't seen that little homie?
He's the oldest.
Oh, I seen this little nigga on his. I think his name is Arch. His name is Arch Manning.
I think he's the oldest. His oldest never made it.
This is his oldest son.
It's his son.
And they said why he didn't make it too. It wasn't because he couldn't play. Yeah. He ended up having like some kind of like something with his bones. Like he didn't get hurt. He started feeling like he couldn't feel it in his hands. Like he was about to go to
brittle bones.
The oldest Manning son, whatever the fuck his name is. I can't think of his name right now. It's Peyton, Eli.
What is that damn dude?
I can see his face, but I can't.
Yeah.
But here nor there. He was cold as fuck. He was a receiver though, and he was gonna go play at Ole Miss, and
shit, they all gonna play there at that free ass ride.
But no, Peyton didn't go there.
He was the one that broke the mold. Cooper, that's his name.
Cooper, yeah. He was gonna go play there, but he ended up having like some kind of bone problem, so he couldn't play. And then when Peyton ended up being like the best quarterback in the nation, and he was like, he was gonna go to Ole Miss, but he said like once he started seeing other facilities and shit around, he was like, yo, I'm like scouted for I can go anywhere. He went to Tennessee, and then Eli was just like, fuck it, I'll go to Ole Miss because the father was catching so much backlash because Peyton didn't go there.
Probably promised them that already.
Well, he didn't promise them anything. I think they just assumed that I'm gonna go to my father's alma mater, but they had so many sanctions on them at the time. That's why Peyton was like, I can't really go here because I'm not going to be able to play any bowl games or anything like that. I can't just go here for the sake of going here. And then Eli goes there and breaks all the records where it was all actually held by his father. Right. That was pretty dope. I didn't go into no NFL shit. Then I watched that Dion documentary that's on there. It was pretty good.
It's on Disney Plus?
Because they got a lot of 30 for 30 on it. Because ESPN is Disney.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Because you can get that bundle, too. That's why I'm surprised they just ain't put it on the ESPN Plus.
That white boy gonna be nice whenever he gets there.
Yo, I'm tanking, bro. And in the process of tanking, I'm building up my offense. I'm just gonna have to talk to my receivers and shit and tight ends on a nightly basis. Like, yo, bro, we just doing this shit.
One more year,
nigga. I'm going to get the best receivers, nigga. Shorty is out here throwing the ball, boy.
Like, nah.
I think the nigga might be a freshman.
I saw some crazy shit. He was like high school. Let that bitch go. I'm like, damn, quick 80.
Was it the one who was inside of like a dome little thing?
Yeah.
And he had the receiver running around. Yeah. My man hit that bitch with an 80-yard pass, G.
I was like, damn.
And was he in high school again?
Freshman.
Damn.
That nigga come. I might start watching football again.
So they gonna be cold. I don't know. I was looking at the Bears like, hey, man.
That white boy gonna bring me back. He'll bring me back.
He ain't coming here, though, because you know how the Patriots, man. You know how the managers do it. We ain't going to play any more fucking well.
Right. Oh. Strategic with that.
No, Eli wouldn't play with cold, but he said he want to play anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
That's them bright lights. Get no brighter than New York.
Worked out for him.
Yeah.
What else you got on that, nigga? Some Chernobyl?
All-Star game. Recap. You say some who?
Chernobyl. Nigga, Russia get down.
We can talk about it, but we keep it sports for now. Did y'all watch the All-Star festivities?
Yeah, I didn't watch the celebrity game. I watched the 3-point and the slam dunk. The slam dunk was by far the worst I've ever seen, and I've never seen 4 contestants. I thought it was like more people in the slam dunk contest.
Anytime you see people just like walking out on the slam dunk contest, like I saw that meme, it was making its rounds around Instagram of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like
I saw the video, the clip.
Yeah, he just that mom was like, man, I'm out. But I didn't catch. I don't really watch the celeb games no more. Like, I'm like, can we get MTV to get like our Rockin' Jocks back? Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
This shit used to be so cold, like way better than the All-Star games. The celebrity All-Star games.
I mean, you had the celebrities that was in it that we fucked with. Well, had these motherfuckers, we don't even know.
Yeah.
Or give a fuck about.
You like, we don't watch as much. We're not as involved as we were as kids, but
it's different when we was shorty.
You watch KG come through with Night by Nature. Only person I be doing now was like Quavo.
We don't know these motherfuckers.
I don't know them. Brown Knights be out there back in the day, put it down.
Yeah. I know MGK was in it.
He was terrible.
They made that, just shooting shit. Just
disrespected the fuck out them Cool Dre's.
Yeah. Trash. But dunk contest was trash. Celeb game was trash. What y'all think about the actual All-Star game?
Was amazing. I enjoy it. I usually don't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say I usually don't. I've enjoyed it. In the last 5 or 6 years. It hasn't been competitive.
Right. I heard when they switched the format. That's when it got.
I don't like this new format now. I feel like they went to this format because the East was so bad that you just couldn't make an All-Star team with them motherfuckers. When LeBron was still in Cleveland, like the early years, like you could not have an All-Star game because you didn't have enough All-Stars in the East. But now the talent is back, distributed evenly. You can go back to the old way of having an All-Star game. I would like to go back to that. I don't like the whole picking thing.
Some of them niggas can't pick. I don't know what KD was thinking with some of these picks.
Shit, came down to one shot.
Yeah.
It was cool to see LeBron hit that game winner in Cleveland, but Steph Curry was going to fuck off.
Man.
I heard he about 16 of them motherfuckers.
They had 50 points.
Letting them go.
He had the one hit the nigga the half court. Clutch that nigga, have him jump over. I say this nigga cold, man.
Yeah, that nigga crazy. He's crazy.
The big man Carl Anthony Towns won the 3-point contest. That was.
He actually won?
Yeah, he won.
He the first one ever.
Wow.
No, he ain't.
He is the first big man ever.
Kevin Love has won. Dirk Nowitzki has won.
Well, center.
Dirk taller than him.
Dirk wasn't the center though. Dirk was what, power forward?
Yeah.
Power forward because he's soft, not because he.
Not because he couldn't play center.
He couldn't play center. Technically, shit, he can't be a center either. He can't a sub too. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
All right, we got Tristan Thompson in Chicago, man. Gonna get us to the championship?
Nah, ladies, but you most definitely want to get that come up. That man is fucking.
So how many kids y'all think he go ahead during this Bulls tenure? That's what I'm betting.
Shit, Melo wasn't even here and got a kid in Chicago, nigga. Like, what do you think he's finna do? This nigga's finna do damage.
Melo got a kid coming to visit Chicago just to go to New York.
Nigga couldn't come here. Nigga wants to play here bad as hell. Got caught up. That's what happened. Lala was like, no, nigga.
He didn't want to play it.
He did want to play. He said he wanted to play here.
Did he re-sign with the next year? What happened?
Yes.
That's what happened. Lala, that nigga got caught.
That
nigga got caught. That wasn't the money, bro. He got caught. His wife told him, hey.
They still married?
No, they separated or divorced now.
Yeah, some shit like
that. That nigga wanted to come here bad as hell.
Wasn't that bad because he ain't do it.
Yeah, he found a shorty.
That ain't hard, nigga.
And for a nigga in New York, I'm sure there's plenty of baddies out there. You got you a stain out here.
Nigga,
you got to fly to Chicago.
You on the road.
Not saying you ain't got the bread, my nigga, but goddamn.
You on the road.
Yeah, she might have been in New York.
Lala wasn't bad, nigga. Like,
no, she ain't, but shit. Want something new. Maybe want something new. That nigga on the road.
That's true, man. That's the one thing about relationships, man. You do get tired. It's like, I want this Salisbury steak every night or nothing.
Right.
Doubles, baby. You call them for Taste of Moors encore?
I just say, oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Bitches. That's the top of the line, love. That's the top of the line.
Encore?
If you're going to get an encore to celebrate steak, is the best.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
You going to get that turkey?
That or the lasagna? Lasagna? No, hell no. I hated that turkey. I hated that turkey. OG used to cook that with some right. No, I don't want this shit, man.
Hey, you let that shit sit for like a couple minutes, that little gelatin shit started
forming on top. I don't want that shit, that film on it. No. This shit out of here.
I thought it was just me.
Shit, no damn turkey.
Nah.
Alright, let's see.
Coming back, man.
Alright. Not that shit. Let's bring it back to the crib for a second, man. The mask mandate is getting ready to end on the 28th. So that's this coming Tuesday. including Chicago. Lori was at first talking about, nah, we wasn't finna do it here. You know what I'm saying? Despite what Governor Pritzker said, now she's falling in line with it.
Does you have a choice?
That motherfucker better fell in line with Pritzker. Like, that nigga didn't had her back. Like, she been out here just making straight enemies. She gonna be a one and done mayor here.
That's what I don't even think he gonna make it.
I don't think so. Out of the two of them, I think he can squeeze it out. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really did too bad. But, you know what I'm saying? Her, no, she gone. All they need is one good white candidate, and they going with that dude.
Yeah. I'm going with... He don't really have nobody to run against him right now.
No, because the people that's coming against him, they really don't.
He actually didn't do it. He did a. I ain't lying.
He did decent.
He did a damn near phenomenal job in his first 4 years as governor because no fuck ups.
No
he's handled the pandemic pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's done for the people. I don't know none of that shit. Like, I don't know if he got him some medicine for the old people or any of that shit, but.
But I ain't got no complaints as far as he go. Technically, I don't have to vote for the mayor of Chicago, so that's on y'all. But that's because people didn't want Tony Prepwinkle, who would have been a little more...
You can't say that's on us because you actually have a property in the city of Chicago, so you're more affected than I am.
Facts.
And all kinds of shit.
That's why I say technically, just because I'm not... the way they zone it, I can't necessarily vote for the mayor of the city. But,
You can.
I can't.
You get your mail sent to the building that you want.
I got mail there now, yeah. So now I could. I'm just saying prior, I couldn't. Because like the last election, I couldn't take place in that last election. And if I did, I probably would have voted for Prepwinkle because she's more of a textbook Chicagoan politician. Not that Lori represented change, right? Like it was, not necessarily change we could believe in like Obama was, but it was just different from what what Chicago politics is known for.
So how would Prepwinkle would have been different?
I just think she would have been better suited to integrate some of the things she wanted to integrate. Just as far as a textbook Chicago politician is, she fits that.
They had a shitty mayoral campaign. Campaign.
Yeah, it was
neither one of them was wanted. Like, I'd rather have Gary Chico.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when he in it?
Not this time.
No, I think he ain't.
So, man, Willie Wilson, man.
He ain't really had. Nah, Willie ain't getting shit.
I voted for Willie.
You always vote for Willie.
Willie ain't getting nothing. Willie gave $100 out and still couldn't get enough votes.
Willie spent that shit in church every week.
I mean, fuck Willie too. Shit, I sent him a detailed message. I tried to get him on the show. That nigga said he looked at it.
Man. We ain't
or his campaign, whoever was responsible for his Instagram.
So say fuck them, man. Don't say fuck Willie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Fuck them. Man, shit. When I see Willie, I'm gonna tell him too, though.
What's he on the docket?
Let's see. Juarez and Morgan Park schools, the seniors, the entire school, not just the seniors. Let me rephrase that. The entire school is going to of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. When they get time to graduate, they are going to receive full ride scholarships. These were the first two schools identified. There's supposed to be 5 schools altogether. They haven't told us who the next 3 are, but those were the first 2 that they put out there.
Who's paying for this shit?
It's some group. I want to say they call Chicago Hope or something like that.
What's attached to it? Like a certain kind of grade point average? Or?
Are they in-state schools only?
Let me see. At today's huge event, Hope Chicago officials announced that every student from freshmen to seniors at Morgan Park and Juarez High School will be awarded a full scholarship, including tuition, room and board, and books to one of 20 institutions. So they got to go to a specific, school.
That's great.
But it's a full ride. I mean, hey, I can say I want to go to fucking Howard.
Only 1 year, or does it go permanently?
This is going there. That's the full ride.
Every year? Every
year. All 4 years.
One part.
Wait for the other 3 schools, man. You might get enough.
Now, the one thing about that, though,
like full ride to KKC.
Oh,
shit. Fucking Daily and those.
Daily, KKC. Well, they were supposed to have that anyway.
But I thought they had that with
I'm just saying, that's what
with the city colleges, yeah.
We go to Hertz, that's all they go to.
That's all they can get.
Coin or some shit. You go be an electrician or
But that was my thing about Morgan Park. I'm like, well, I always thought of Morgan Park being in the same boat as, at least on the South Side schools, the CVS's, the Kenwoods, the Hyde Parks.
No, CVS. CVS is not that.
They're not in California?
You put Morgan Park is more like a, what's that school on the west side y'all got that Jordan kid went to? Whitney Young.
Whitney Young.
So it was like a magnet school.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Okay. Well, not necessarily magnet, but
like a tier under that.
Yeah.
I got you. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, Morgan Park, ain't that a good school?
Yeah, it was already a good school. Most of them was good college.
That's what I'm saying. So those students was probably going to go to college regardless. Yeah, like
they should be.
I was thinking when you think of Juarez now, I know Juarez has made a turn. It used to be a terrible school back in the day.
Too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I don't know, not so much. I guess it's doing good, but that was my thing. It was like I would think you would, the more poor and disenfranchised schools that, the students are going to need that assistance, they would go after those. But it's a good deed nonetheless, though. I think it's good, And we'll see who those other 3 schools are. They might get some, I don't know if they're going to have, Collins or no shit like that, Westinghouse, but we'll see. So some good going on in the city, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what else I got. Snowfall, did you watch it?
No, they came on last night. I gotta wait on that.
They gave us 2 episodes too last night.
I'm gonna watch it on Sunday.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm watching.
I'm gonna give it one more.
So
1 or 2 more.
I can't even wait that long because things gonna spoil.
I'm thirsty, but
They gave you 2. You got 2 to watch.
I'm gonna wait.
Drive, motherfucker!
I can't do the wait, man.
I can't wait for Snowfall. That's my shit. That's probably the best show.
Yeah.
It is. It's definitely the best show to me.
It's either that or Ozark for me.
It gets Ozark out of here. I like Ozark.
Really?
It gets Ozark out.
I don't know if I'm throwing Ozark out like that.
No, Ozark's is cold.
It's good.
But it's either that or it's them that's
top
it.
2,
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah.
But Tommy getting better. You got Ozark. You got Snowfall back now.
I'm waiting on part 2 of Ozark.
Yeah, part 2 of Ozark coming. So you just trying to watch it all together.
I like the binge shit. Not binge.
I watched that Ozarks all at one time. Like, when that shit dropped.
I would watch it.
I did that. Was it last season or the season 2? I did that. I was just sitting there I was on the zone.
When I first put you on, I'm like, man, watch this Ozark shit. Like,
Yeah.
that shit cool.
Yeah.
And you could tell it's last season. They got to start getting rid of characters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They killed off Wyatt and shit. Wyatt and got his motherfucking noodles pushed back. Darlene probably next. Is he not yet?
No, I just got a feeling.
I felt like Darlene was gonna be the one to take over shit. Like at the end, like I thought Marty was gonna get out. They was gonna take them out.
You need to watch out for that ambitious ass wife.
Yeah,
That bitch a problem. She might take over.
I ain't think they were going to cap off Jane Lynch the way they did.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the lawyer?
Yeah.
I knew she was up there.
That came. I was like, oh.
I know, it was predictable.
And then you got the other dude.
You got to like episode. How many episodes in that season? Like 8 to 10.
That season was kind of long.
I want to say
that was the last season before that. Yeah.
I want to say by episode 6. I'm like, all right, they go pit these 2 against each other, and they go take out the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
It was predictable.
And I know it's gonna start over. I think the new ones come back out in April.
April or May. That's what I'm.
Yeah, I think it said April.
I think we'll do a binge and just watch the whole thing over in its entirety.
Just to keep it.
And then just go from there.
Yeah. And then shit. What else? It was one other show I was getting ready. Oh, so they've announced that I think not season 3. Season 4 is going to be the last season of Atlanta.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But they really give it the credit it deserved. Like I heard it on they shit, and it was just like he was just kind of acting like it wasn't really news. And it's like, you got to give that some credit because all of them actors are busy as shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was downplaying their success. I'm like,
yeah.
One of the homies was just in the Marvel movie as one of the Eternals.
So him even being willing to come back and be Paperboy, let's say a lot.
And then you got Gambino is Gambino, and then even Lakeith Stanfield is like working,
Lakeith
bro.
ain't stopped. Lakeith is the black fucking Johnny Depp.
To do this show is a credit.
Yeah. I feel like that was a labor of love for all of them to say, yo, let's go ahead, let's finish telling this story. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, better wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
The 3 main characters are really on.
They on.
Mm-hmm. Hell, even Zazie, the chick, she been on.
Yeah, but he was very disrespectful. He was just like, I'm looking like, Paperboy been in movies, man.
Yeah. Like, and Lakeith been in like non-traditional black films too. Like he was in that Knives Out movie. I don't know if y'all checked that out. He got a lot of just like different shit. He was in
Knives Out. That was good. He's been in. He could play a great 3000. We need a biopic on him.
The sequel to the girl with the spider. Or what's that shit called?
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah, it was. He was in the sequel of that shit.
I don't remember that.
He was in that. Yeah, he was in the second one. Because remember that second one, they didn't have Daniel Craig return. Right. And they had a girl return that was the main character. But he was in that sequel. I think he had like braids or some shit in the scene.
That train movie too. That train movie. The movie they just did. It was like that Western, that Black Western.
Yeah, he was in that, and then Judas and the Black Messiah. So he been working like these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Gambino is the one that's been a little quiet, but I heard his shit getting ready to pick back up anyway because he's in Star Wars. He's in Star Wars. Yeah, so they getting ready to do that.
I don't think it's been really quiet, but it's just taking a long time to film a Star Wars.
I'm just saying the stuff that everybody else has been doing. It's been it's been out like
the Star Wars. I thought that's what slowed it up. Him doing Star Wars.
Because he did Lando, and then he was in that Solo movie, in the Han Solo movie, and then he was in the Lion King. He was the voice of Simba. Yeah. So even then, he ain't really been. It ain't been too quiet for him, but yeah, like you said, you got motherfuckers doing Marvel movies, like for them to even come back and do this network show, it's like, that's dedication. So I didn't really like how he came off on that. That was just me personally, because he wasn't giving it the credit and the respect it deserved.
He treated like he was Chandler or some shit from Friends or something.
Man.
Like, these niggas is doing work, bro.
Right. It's like, how about you try it, Bucko? Where's State of the Union at? What was the shit called? State of the Coast?
Where it needs to be. Exactly where it needs to be.
What's that cat say on IG? Trash!
That shit needs to stay there.
Man. But shit, man, that's all I had, bro. I don't know if y'all had anything else y'all wanted to bring up.
No, we good.
Good.
The reboot kicks off, I guess, next week.
Yeah, I guess it's rightfully so too. It's March, a new month. You know what I'm saying? Fresh. You know what I mean? We get some fresh ideas in it going on.
Mass mandates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could touch on that real quick. We ain't touch on that at all. Russia.
Oh, we don't really know about that. You know about it? Well, what?
Drew is like the political.
You want?
you didn't want Cooper. Yeah, he Anderson Cooper. Drew Como over there.
Oh, you want to be? You want to be?
I got no scandals.
You want to be Blitz, nigga?
Nah, man.
With Blitz in the Situation Room?
I just saw it pop up. I'm
but you were saying something about China was starting to do some shit now too.
I scrolled past that and I saw that. It was like, man, I just remember hearing China wanted Taiwan back. I was like, it's a matter of time.
That's gonna get
like, it's about to be a World War III. I'm cool though. I'm 40 years old, so I ain't gotta go.
And I'm the only boy, so.
You was saying Private Ryan Act?
Yep. Yes, sir.
I'm too old there to want to say Private Ryan Act.
Niggas is old now. I think I'm right there with Ron. Like,
I'm the only
safe.
boy, and I'm the oldest boy. I'm good.
See safe.
Those pigs still be here. Reporting through the motherfucking through the wire.
On the road.
Through the test of time, we'll still be here.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. We too old, baby.
Kiss little Dirk ass goodbye. They cut them bullshit ass dreads off.
Man.
Some real soldiers.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about
that long awaited
all
sequel.
That killing in Chirac, boy. Them niggas about to have a new job.
Ooh-wee.
You about to bring the draft back of them niggas.
The long awaited sequel.
Entire O Block.
Motherfucking Full Metal Jacket 2, goddammit.
Beating their ass with the soap.
Man.
They said y'all talk about that music. Hope you can live up to them goddamn expectations.
Else.
This ain't no Call of Duty, huh?
Hell no.
Stick your head out if you want to.
Boy, ain't no responding, nigga. Leave that.
That's on Vlad, nigga.
Alright, man. So, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, Shovanist Pigs. We back. Well, we been back, shit. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram at Shovanist Pig Podcast. Follow Ron at Shovanist Pigs. Follow Logan at what is my shit now? Logan the Great, LOGANGRE8. And follow Drew, even though he don't post shit, at Shy Guy 705. All right, we'll catch y'all next week.
They say weed bad for you, but never thought twice about not smoking the shit. I'm hoping it flip. Big time blunts with the Shovanist Pig. I need a sofa to see. Thoughts of suicide.